Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be covering the Absorbing Titan origin made by the Discord user Renosuke from the Origins Discord. This origin was obviously inspired by Attack on Titan, and it takes a step towards making Attack on Titan origins more vanilla friendly. Like, you could add a couple of mods to this origin and make it not as overpowered as it is. It's not too overpowered, it's just the right amount of overpowered, if you know what that means. But basically, let's get into it. I'm gonna be first covering all the downsides because there really aren't many. Your first downside is rough hands. Basically, you can't use any shields or any type of ranged weapon. And you also have the carnivore downside. Basically, you can only eat meat, which I think makes sense. And you have an ability called large appetite, basically meaning that you have to eat more frequently. You also have one neutral ability, being that called inside the walls. Basically, you spawn in a village by default, but since I set my spawn, I am not in a village. And let's get into the positives. Okay, moving on to the positives, you have your Titan form, obviously, because this is an Attack on Titan origin, And basically, you activate it by pressing your primary key, where you turn 3 times your size. And this does have a cooldown and a very nice looking resource bar that fits the theme. And you're not as large as you would expect a Titan to be. Like, you would expect you to be like 15 blocks or something, which you aren't. And you don't have that much health either, so if I just go into survival mode right here, you'll see that I don't have any additional hearts. Now, this is the reason why this is called the Absorbing Titan. Basically, you gain strength by hitting mobs. So if I just give myself some cow spawn eggs, like 64 of them, and if I just spawn a cow and then if I hit it, you also have an ability that makes it so that the entities bleed. So it'll take damage over time. It's taking damage whenever those particles emit, and it does a fairly decent amount of damage and has a long cooldown. So when I hit this cow multiple times, right about now, I think it has to be hostile mob, so just give me a sec. Okay, so we're back, and basically when you hit a mob, you're meant to basically absorb that like essence or something and gain like strength. So if I hit this mob multiple times, you'll see right there I grew bigger and got 2 more hearts. And this is the reason this is called the Absorbing Titan. And you also can jump while you're this Titan, and you gain a bunch of effects. And you have regeneration 2 by default too, I think, because even in your human form you have regeneration 2. And the more you hit mobs, the more stronger you become, basically. So one reason I think this origin isn't as overpowered as all the other Titan origins is because you don't have any full armor bar or anything. Like, the more I hit this mob, I become stronger, bigger, and gain more hearts. That's about it. The maximum amount of hearts I reached while I was testing this was about 3 rows of hearts, including your default vanilla ones, and 3 rows of hearts along with 8 more. So I don't know if you can go any higher than that. I didn't for a long amount of time, so I tested it a lot. I didn't go a lot higher than that, so I think that's about the limit. Maybe it's 4 rows of hearts, I don't exactly know. Also, you're too tall to pick up like mob drops and everything. Also, you can't pick up experience in this way. I mean, you will once you turn back into your human form, but one thing I do think this Titan is missing is a cooldown. So not a cooldown, like a limiter, so that you don't just stay in your Titan form forever. Like, you have to press your primary key to go back into being human. So I think that's very interesting because like you don't have a timer, which I don't think is a very good idea because I don't know, it's not the most like you can just get infinitely strong and stay that way. I mean, sure, strip mining will become a pain, and you can't basically you can't go into any caves. But other than that, yeah. You also have your secondary ability being called Petrified Row. Basically, when you press your secondary key, it will row and all mobs around you will go weak and basically become immobilized. And yeah, that's about it. You have greater regeneration. That's all the abilities. I think this is a very interesting origin, definitely, but this is a bit overpowered, not as overpowered as every other Titan origin, but a bit overpowered. I feel like to make it more balanced, I would advise the developers to actually add like maybe a timer for how long you can stay in your Titan form while you start taking damage or something like that. Or maybe just in general, just make it so that you can't wear any armor while you're in this Titan form, because it does make sense. There's no armor built for your size, and I feel like that would like downgrade this ability so much to make it fair. Like you can reach basically 4 rows of parts. It's fair either way. So yeah, that's about it. I would also like for the developers to actually make it so that you can actually eat meat, because eat meat and like vegetables and all that, because golden carrots are still the best food source no matter what. And thanks to the 1.16 update, it's easier to get them as well in the nether. So yeah, I would like this carnivore ability to only be active while you're in your Titan form. And when you're back into being a human, you can actually eat, because in the anime, I'm pretty sure I've seen like Eren actually eat bread. So yeah, and that's about it. You also have this effect animation thing when you turn back into being human. And yeah, so one thing I really liked about the earlier Titan origins that I did not cover, I'll leave a video link to those origins in the description. Basically, those origins gave you the Titan skin as well when you turned into a Titan. So I just went ahead and made a Figura model for the Titan. So if you just turn into that, you'll turn into the Attack Titan, and you'll just get the Attack Titan skin. So when you're in Titan form, you can change into the skin without having to log out of Minecraft. And you can also keep your default skin on without having to just keep the Titan skin, which I think is a really good thing. I'll leave a media file link to download this in the description as well, if you guys want this model. Basically, it's just a skin, so there's nothing special about it, but you can activate it whenever you want instead of having to log out of Minecraft. And I feel like that's something that I really like. If you guys want a female Titan version of this or an armored Titan version of this, just tell me in the comments, and it's not that hard to do, so I'll basically finish it. And then I'll leave a media file link to those in the description as well. So anyway guys, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video, because I mean, why not? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Big shout out to Renosuke for actually making this origin. This is a great origin that isn't actually overpowered if you like add like a couple of mods like Ice and Fire and all that. So if you guys want to play this, I don't think you can actually add Ice and Fire, because Origins mod is only for Fabric. So yeah, just add a mod that includes some kind of big monster or something that's more common, like the dragons from Ice and Fire, and yeah, you'll be fine with this origin, because I mean, it's not overpowered that much. And if you guys want me to make the changes that I suggested for the developer and make this in this origin and leave you guys the download link, just tell me in the comments as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!